Surprise! Boy, what you done for me? I love y'all, boy. What you doing in here, boy? What you see? You talking about?
Hey, I'm an acting ass nigga. Look how good. Look how I got them teeth showing.
Yeah. Our life. Me and her. Me and your grandma. I'm gonna put it in
You did good too, baby.
Right there.
I used to kick in the door and lay you down on the floor and put my smack down. And I would have you gripping the sheets and never hear you scream. I blow your back down. I used to hit you with cash so you give me some ass and tear them all down. But now we're getting older. We're grown folks now. I used to slay every day, lingerie stayed in shade. I kept it tight for you, baby. I would have you climbing the walls while I was licking your balls. I did my best to drive you crazy. I used to cook every day, what you say, fix your plate and rub your back down. But now we're getting older, we're grown folks now. And girl, you age like wine. I swear to God, it tastes better with time. Boy, you changed my mind. Keep driving, I'm down for the ride. It grows stronger every day, and it gets stronger in every way. And it grows stronger in every day. And it gets stronger in every way. I used to trip when you're gone. Would wanna go through your phone and play detective.
Hey. More good acting by me.
I felt neglected.
More good acting by me.
I used to be insecure, thinking you'd leave me for sure. It kept my head down. I would call you up just to see who's around. I'll be listening in the background. I used to trip out and shit, might even call you a bitch. I disrespected. But I was out here being a man, executing my plan. You felt neglected. And girl, you saved my life. You're the wind that takes me high. Boy, you changed my life. You're the wings that help me fly. Every day, it gets stronger.
Family. I'm on one today. I'm feeling good. I'm relaxed. The camera's a little farther back. I barely can see the motherfucker. But my eyes are squinting. I'm feeling real good. You understand? What's up, y'all, man? I'm feeling real good. I'm relaxed.
Baby.
You know, I got to hear my jam
Yes, sir.
before I get started, man. I'm about to make a new Bears and Bubbles song probably this weekend, hopefully. Get in my mode and make a new Bears and Bubbles song. That'll be dope. Yeah, I'm going to do that this weekend, possibly. You know what I mean? Let's go, Mike Carter. We're going to make Mike Carter famous through Bears and Bubbles.
It's been a long day, temperature rising, I can feel it in my body. And I'm looking for a body that calm me down, cool me down. Pull out the iPhone, I see a text. She want the python, she want the sex, so it's going down, going down. I need you to wine for me. I like the way you wind it up, wine for me. I like the way you wind it up. Wine for me. I can feel it in my body, and I'm looking for a body that can calm me down, cool me down. I need you to wine for me. I need your love.
I see you, AJ.
Tonight. You love me real good, so I know how it can feel when you hold me down, hold me down. The way you love and I can tell how you feel when you hold me down, hold me down. I need you to wine for me, baby. I like the way you wine it up, wine for me. I like the way you wine it up, baby. Wine for me. I can feel it in my body and I'm looking for my body. Calm me down, hold me down. I need you to wine for me. I like the way you wine for me. I like the way you wind it up. I wanna feel for me. I can feel it in my body. I'm looking for a body that can you hold me down. Hold me down. I know you love and I can tell how you feel when you hold me down.
Welcome to the Bears and Bubbles morning show, man. We appreciate y'all for staying tuned in, tapped in, turned on another day. Come get this early morning cup of coffee, this espresso. Get what you need to get your day started, get your day going, feeling good, walking good, thinking good, acting good, in a good mode with a good personality and a good personal reality, which means your life is going to be good today. Let's go check out the first five. We start with my man, Terrence Evans. Then we slide with homegirl, Sophia Moore. She's so pretty. Then we got the pretty dog sister, Y'all Love. Then we got what's popping in the motherfucking population, Chris Mayfield. We got a new person, Chop Duke. Then put the body up there. Thick sister, how you doing, Chop Duke, this morning? And look at who number 6. Mike Carter, you number 6. We played your song, man, and you number 6.
Look at that universe, dude.
You're the wonk one. Your job is to come in, wrap up today's lesson. It ain't no right, it ain't no wrong. It's just what you think about today's lesson. So before I get to the board and get started, I'm going to let Chris review the lesson from yesterday, and I'm going to go check on the baby because she is on one today. I might just bring her out. Let's see.
Let's see. Well, let me recap. Yesterday's message was what has you? Like, what got you possessed? And then the master teacher showed us how to perform our own exorcism. Those rules, how he make them practical. You don't have to leave these lessons without the tools to change your life. Every message he gives, he applies practical tactics in which we can use to change it. Something I wrote down yesterday was like, it's a mixture of me and the master teacher. I'm like kind of paraphrasing, but if you sit around on social media, you're dead, because social media is in between medium where dead are counseling the dead. Dead are counseling the dead. So if you're sitting on social media all day, then you are dead. And I thought that was just a great way to see how as much life or as much people that are there, nobody is alive. They're not active in the world. They're not trying to control their own thoughts, being individuals, like a place for all the pink people to gather. So yeah. Anybody have any recap they want to put on the timeline? Anything they learned? Share with your class. Remember, get you a blue buddy. It'll help you hold yourself accountable. And yeah, master teacher just is dope. All the lessons been dope thus far.
Today, we're going to be talking about the struggle that's going on. The struggle. There's a struggle going on. There's a war going on outside no man is safe from. You remember Mobb Deep? There's a struggle that's going on with you specifically, and it's only you, and it doesn't have to be a struggle. But like what she was saying about social media, I want to recap on that so people don't get it the wrong way. Okay. It's saying, what I'm simply saying is, if the dead is burying the dead, you're consulting the mediums. See, back in the day, a medium was a special person. They had a special gift, special power. Everybody couldn't be a medium. Everybody couldn't be a media. At one time, you could only hear from the powers that be, meaning CBS, Fox. They control the narrative. They control what you heard. They control what you got into your mind. Now, everybody has their own social media.
Mhm.
Everybody's a medium.
Mhm.
Everybody's a medium. Everyone can consult the dead. Everyone can put their spirit out, because a spirit is just what they call a dead thing, but we know spirit is air. Everybody can put their information out to the world and have you tuned in, tapped in, turned on to shit that you couldn't have been even tuned in, tapped on anymore. When I was a kid, they had something called Traces of Death or Faces of Death. It was like some shit traumatized me when I seen it. It was like some shit like they would show a motherfucker shoot himself in the head, or show a person fall off a building, show somebody get killed. It was like VCR tape. So everybody didn't have it, and everybody didn't have access to it. But it was a situation where I was like, yo, what is up? When my man showed it to me, when I first seen it, I laughed. And then after about 5 minutes of watching this shit, it kind of got gory to me. And I was like, man, I don't want to look at this shit no more. And they kept watching them, and they would watch them all the time. And it was like, man, I just couldn't look at that shit no more. It was just too gory. But see, now we can see a murder on a live. We can see so much death right in front of us. People speaking death every day. We're going to get into the board here. Take her. You might be able to put her back down. I think you might have to change it. I think she do not like to have doodle on her. So she is back there bucking like a motherfucker.
You make a duty.
So I'm going to get to the board, and I'm going to get this message done. So, Chris, you can go ahead and switch me once I get up here. Let me grab my water real quick.
Okay.
Turn this up a little bit. Grab my water.
Turn it up.
Bing, 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 bing.
Look at that boy. Look at that boy. Say hey, say morning. Say Bears and Bubbles morning show. You want to tell the people something before your daddy start? You ready, Master Teacher?
Yeah. There's a war going on. There's a war going on, and it's between you and yourself, and it does not have to be like that. There's a war going on in your mind, and you don't understand what's happening. And this right here is a visual representation of it. And what people don't understand, I've showed you how to play a game, Bears and Bubbles. This is a visual representation of what's happening in your mind. This is what the Bible speaks about. There was a war in heaven. It's 3 parts. A war in heaven. Let me back it out, because I want to get the baby to see me off the camera, son. We'll just move it over that way. So I need that space. That's the side I'm always on.
It's a war in heaven in your mind.
There's a war in heaven. Heaven is your mind. That's the place where God dwells. Heaven is your mind. The place where God dwells is heaven. That's your mind. You understand that? Heaven. You in the sky? No, that's where God dwells. That's your mind. So heaven is where God dwells. There's a war that happened in heaven. And Satan, who was the prince of the power of the air, who's supposedly the spirit of darkness down here, he got mad, and him and Jesus had a beef.
Oh,
and God kicked Satan down to the Neverland. And Satan took 1/3. You notice 1, 2, 3, a third.
yeah.
Satan took 1/3 of the angels with him. And in order for Jesus to beat Satan overall, Jesus had to come another third down here, right, to the Neverland, and down the cross and go back up there to be with God. A lot of people don't realize that whether you go to church or not, this should confirm your beliefs and your religion. It'll confirm it or make you hold dear to it a little bit stronger. So there's a war going on, and you're in the middle. Your mind is the battle. They're fighting. They're fighting for your mind. That's why you got the good Jesus on one side and the bad devil on the other side. It all happens like this. You think of something. Your true God knows what he want to do, but hey, let me go over here and talk to Jesus.
Let me talk to the devil. Let me figure out how society says it should go. Because if I can't make it seem right over here, then I'm going to spin it and front it over here. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to just put a spin on it. I can't go out as my true blue as a 6'6" man who believes how I believe, who's a polygamist. If I can't go outside like that, if I'm worried about what they thinking about me over here, then I ain't going to do nothing but put a spin on some shit. And that's what we do. I want to be a fucking cop. That's what I want to be. The world says cops are bad. Well, I'll be a fucking security guard. You still a fucking cop. You can't make people think security guards ain't cops. That's fucking cops to us.
Wow.
Not only are you a cop, you are less than a cop, but when we see you, we look at you like the fucking police. Here come the fucking security guard. You might have a flashlight. You might have a gun, but niggas don't respect you like a cop.
Yeah.
So you still kind of get a little clown in it. Not saying nothing about anybody that's a security guard, because somebody might have wanted to be a security guard. That's what they wanted to be, or that's the job they can get. The point I'm making, I'm using that as an example. This person wanted to be a cop. He didn't like how the world viewed cops, so he became a security guard. This girl wanted to be a porn star. She didn't like how the world viewed porn stars, so she became a stripper. She still said, I'm going to use my body to get paid. So listen, the struggle is between you and you, me and me. That's all that's going on. Everything that's ever happened has been you. Let's clap that up.
Yeah.
Let's get that.
Yes. Yes.
That shit is you, man. That shit is you. That shit is you, and it can't be nothing but you because you are you. You're making it happen with your thoughts because you can't control. You keep having this battle in your mind because we want to stay high and in heaven when we're accountable for our thoughts. We want to stay floating on these green bubbles up here. Notice that I got heaven is a lot. Hell is a little bit down here. We just trying to think above the line. You know it's more sky than it is earth. You know it's more sky than it is earth. So we're just trying to stay above this green line with our thoughts. And it don't even have to be a battle if we just say, I'm God, I'm my mind, my id, I'm my true blue me, I'm going to do what I'm obsessed with. Don't have to matter. It don't have to matter. You're making this an issue. You're making this something. You're making the decisions that you choose to do something. And it's been happening your whole life. Because there's no way you could have been living your true blue. None of us were living our true blue because we were influenced by the world, our parents, our preachers, TV, so many things. We was out here acting based on what we was influenced off. We was out here acting, man. That's what we've been doing, acting. How many people really want to live in their true blue? Because that's where the freedom is. The freedom is the obsession with doing what you want to do, regardless of what's going on in the world. The struggle is between you and you. It's the only struggle that should matter. That struggle is unnecessary and it's actually unreal, but it manifests via your thoughts. That struggle, this shit happening in your head ain't real. You don't know if your rent is going to get paid. You don't know what's going to happen. You don't know if you're never going to meet a husband. You don't know if you're never going to have kids. You don't know. You're just thinking this shit. You don't know. Do you really see what I'm saying? It's not even a real battle that's going on, but it manifests itself in the real world via your thoughts. How you think, feel, and act. It's your personality. What am I thinking? What do my thoughts control? My actions. It's good when it's in your head. But once you put it out in the world and the world see them actions, that's when you want to blame. It was good in your head. It's good in your head because you do it. It manifests itself. What do you mean, Javon? All right, break it down.
Your thoughts, actions, and feelings make up your personality. How you think, act, and feel make up your personality. The person that you are, we learn personality, personal reality. Just take the real out, same word. It's not real to the world, it's real to you. So your personality, hey, you job turkey, affects your personal reality, which means your life. But you're interacting with other people's personality and personal realities. What do you mean, Javon? When that personality goes out into the world, folks think, act, and feel based on you. That you evokes a response from different people every day. So what you're manifesting in this war up here that's not even real is affecting you in the real world. Give you an example. You know how you say, they'll get the shit in me today. Shit in me today. You know, like, don't fuck with me today. My period on, you'll get the shit in me today. The shit in me. The period me. You'll get the real me today. I'll go off and what if you walk around getting the shit of everybody every day because how you are? People don't really realize that. You don't realize when you're in that, you think you're good. They gonna fuck around, something happen today. Somebody coming here fucking with me today, they gonna get the shit in me. And people are giving you the shitty them every day of your life. Because of your personal reality, because of how you see shit in your mind because of this war. If you just be your true blue you and not care about the other shit, you wouldn't do nothing but attract realness, and you would always be surrounded with good feelings, good thoughts, people to help you stay up here. I would assume that a lot of the people from Bears and Bubbles are buddies in the group chats, Facebooks, da-da-da-da-da. I would assume that. I know they are. Because I don't want to talk to nobody that's not true blue obsessed with their God mind. Why would I go over here and link up with some motherfuckers that like to be over here in this spiritual shit and listening and thinking, wondering all about this shit when that's going to cause me to think a certain way, which is going to cause me to act a certain way. People are going to treat me a certain way about how I think and act, and now I'm going to feel a certain way, and I'm going to go down to the hell lane, the pink devil lane with them folks. Now over here, this depression feels a little bit better because don't nobody know what's going on with you. You still hiding the body, you still fronting. Don't nobody walk around saying, I'm depressed, I'm depressed, I'm depressed, I'm fucked up. You're doing things that are signs of depression. I remember when I worked at a group home when kids used to come in, first thing I would do is take them out to dinner so I can break down the rules. Buy them a good sandwich, whatever they want to eat. First of all, a lot of the kids hadn't went to fancy restaurants. Some shit like Applebee's top shit they went to. I take them somewhere where it's so fucking fancy and whitey that they don't even know what to order. Y'all got chicken tenders? Nah, man, they don't even got ketchup in this motherfucker. This is some fancy shit. And I have to explain, man, what can we, nah, we're going to eat here, young brother. And then I show them what to get. And in that process, they didn't calm down because they really like, man, I don't know if I want to eat this shit. I do eat steak. What kind of steak is it? Cube steak? Nah, bro, it ain't cube steak. But in the process, I break down and explain to them the rules of the house. I'm trying to paint them, put my spirit in them so they can understand how shit gonna be in the house. Soon as they get to the house, they meet the yellow of all the other kids. I done already picked the other kids. They know the rules of the fucking house, but they meet the yellow. The kids gonna show them, look, you can hide a cigarette over here. You can do this, you can do that. You can sneak out, 10 o'clock when we go to bed. Well, some staff let you stay up late. Now I got a motherfucker that's brand new that don't know nothing about the home, shouldn't be knowing, but what I tell him is in here his first day acting a goddamn fool. I get in there the next day, hey man, I thought I told you the rules of the house. We done ate, I told you these gonna be the rewards, these the punishments, Before you know it,
They said,
Mm-hmm.
they said, no, I don't want to hear that thing, motherfucker. You was in here acting a certain way.
Mm-hmm.
You should have came in here and acted your true blue, scared, nervous, and didn't know what the fuck was going on, and you'll be all right. We don't understand that as we go out into this world, we are meeting and attracting. That's why we're going to go back to the bottom level and review frequencies and all that stuff.
Mm-hmm.
We don't understand that that smile is a frequency.
Mm-hmm.
That smile is going to attract the smile.
Mm-hmm.
And it's going to run any way anybody mad.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's why I walk around smiling. What's going on, dog? How you doing? I'm like, man, here come this happy, jolly motherfucker.
Yeah.
Yeah, there you go. I'll kick you off me. Yeah, what's up, dog, man? Ain't nothing good but life. Excellent. Ain't nothing good but life.
For real.
That's how them old folks, them saints used to do. They keep the bullshit away from them. What's going on, bro? Oh, ain't nothing too best to be stressed. Lord on the side, helping me walk through the valley of the shadow of death. Man, let me get the fuck away from this nigga. I'm serious.
Yeah, for real.
That's how they kept it off them. They wanted to be good saints.
Mm-hmm.
They didn't want to be fucking with no people. Hey, man, blessed to the Lord, praying in Jesus' name, holding on to the rough side of the mountain, can't slide down the smooth side. Let me get the fuck away from her.
Yeah.
They keep you away from them.
Yeah.
I'm going to tell you what to keep a fuck nigga off of you. No makeup and natural hair.
Yep.
No makeup and natural hair. Keep a fuck nigga away.
Exactly.
I'm telling you, man.
Sure will.
I seen this guy today. I shared it on Facebook. I call it manism. There's a new spirit in the air of manism where men want to be treated like women. Seriously. The guy said, man, women so toxic. Guys been in these relationships with women is so toxic. When they meet another woman, their dick won't even get hard. Man, these women got these niggas' head fucked up and they don't know what to do. I said, that's a nigga that had to sleep on his mama couch if he ain't had that bitch. What you mean? What nigga stays around unless the bitch treat him toxic to the point where his dick won't get hard? That's a motherfucking low-life ass nigga with nothing to do.
Yeah.
He said, man, the men need to expose these women for being toxic so we can have a frame of reference so they can know. Man, no, nigga. Everybody I know run pussy. Pussy don't run them. You remember that guy said, no, he said, reverse that shit. Don't be pussy whip that pussy. I don't know nobody in that situation because I don't attract people like that.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, who the fuck is sitting around let their woman be toxic to him? I don't know no women that sit around and let niggas beat on them. I don't know no women that's, how can I say this? My true blue attracts me. I don't attract no low-life motherfuckers. I don't attract no motherfuckers trying to impress the world.
Mm-hmm.
You can't be around me.
Mm-hmm.
What are you saying, Javon? Who you are, what you do, and how you act is affected by this war that's going on, and it doesn't even have to exist.
Yeah.
It doesn't have to exist. It's up to you to look down the corridor of time and choose to think the negative things that would bring you down about a situation that has not even happened yet. I'm going to say it again. It's up to you as an individual to look down the corridor of time and choose to think negative about something that hasn't even happened yet. So you're living in the reality of your mind, your perception, and it's not even real.
Mm-hmm.
The date hasn't even come yet.
Mm-hmm.
You'll get up and dread fucking March 25th. I gotta go see my aunt.
Uh-huh.
Gotta go see my daddy. I gotta do this. You will dread a day. It happens every day. Didn't I say we dread Mondays?
Mm-hmm.
We dread Mondays based on what? What you think Monday gonna be based on what they say.
Mm-hmm.
So guess what? Because you're thinking about how they say Mondays are, you're
depressed on Mondays.
Yeah.
So you go to the work. Here it goes. Personal reality equals your life. You go to work down.
Yeah.
Gotta get my coffee. Don't nobody speak to that person walking in. Oh, gotta go down. Don't nobody pay for that person's food in the line at McDonald's. Even if you do it, don't fucking wake you up and make you feel no better. Don't nobody want to be around a fucking Debbie Downer. It's just that simple. That's why I call that fucking Debbie land.
Mm-hmm.
Motherfucker get up on a Monday, he see the world different. He go into work Monday. Hey, how is everybody doing? Hey. Before you know it, he even got the goddamn Employee of the Month award.
Yep.
And you sitting back mad than a motherfucker.
Mm-hmm.
How can you get Employee of the Month and it's 4 Mondays in the month? That's 4 days that you in here with attitude. People in that bitch everybody. Hey, do a little dance. Do a little dance.
Yeah.
That's what the boss gonna remember the Mondays.
Do your little dance.
Do a little dance. The boss gonna remember the Mondays and the motherfuckers who worked on the weekend. If Friday come and you like, I gotta get off. I gotta get to the weekend. Boss said that motherfucker coming here every Monday. 4 Mondays fucked up. 4 Fridays, he'll never put to work on the weekend. Here goes Johnny. I work that overtime, boss. Before you know it, the motherfucker that you looking at coming here happy every Monday, want to work all the overtime. He the company man. Before you know it, hey everybody, I just want to let y'all know, we done moved Johnny up to supervisor. He over y'all niggas now. Oh Lord, now your life gonna be really miserable. Cause you hated this motherfucker when he was sweeping the floor with you. Now he hey. And you know he likes shit to be done right. Nobody likes anybody wants. Y'all don't believe it. How you think these people get to these positions? Hey. You missed the spot. Hey, I saw you come in after your lunch. You was a couple of minutes late. Let's get that together. Now you hate your fucking job. You're depressed because you was that motherfucking body, that Jesus, that person at work, acting like that, and nobody could recognize your talents. Mm-hmm. Nobody recognized the mean person's talent. The mean person, don't nobody recognize me. No, we don't. You're so fucking mean. Nobody wants to talk to you. How you see this battle in your head is what's creating the life that you live. Mm-hmm. You can create a traffic jam in the morning in your head.
Yeah. Exactly.
Chris, what's your saying?
I don't get stuck in no traffic.
And what's my saying when we go somewhere?
You get stuck.
No,
when you get what you gonna get to the train?
No, yeah, well, you know about the train. Yeah. If like when we go somewhere, you say you don't get
you're not gonna never get stopped by police.
I don't see cops.
You don't see cops, yeah.
I don't fucking see cops. I don't see cops, man. I'm just telling you.
We don't. I'm 44
years old, motherfucker. I ain't never had. I don't see cops. You know what? When I was a young guy, I'm gonna tell you what made me not see cops. Get y'all the game. When I was a young guy, they had a cop come down to the school, and they had the fireman and the cop come in, and they let us play with the fire truck and shit, and they let the goddamn cop took his gun off from his belt, and he let us play with it, and da-da-da-da-da. And I asked the cop, I said, how do y'all catch the bad guys? I'm in kindergarten. I said, how do y'all know who's bad? He said, whoever looking at us, young man. I didn't get it as a child. As I got a little older, a motherfucker ain't doing nothing wrong, minding his business. He don't give a fuck about no cop.
Yeah.
Hey, I'm going down the street, I'm going to the store, handling my business, he don't give a fuck about no cop. Mm-hmm. The motherfucker that's waiting to do something is the motherfucker looking around. Mm-hmm. Up there, the cop. Now you look at that cop one more time, he on your goddamn ass. Mm-hmm. All right, motherfucker, I'm a cop. You just looked at me. That's cool. All right, no problem. No problem. Cop look back, you looking at him again. Hey man, what the fuck you finna do? Cause I'm a cop. And everybody knows who cops are. Why you keep looking at me?
Yeah.
That's how you get caught.
Mm-hmm.
So the way I live my life, I don't fucking even look at them motherfuckers. And from that point, I went into, I don't even see them motherfuckers. I ride around smoking reefer everywhere I go. Fuck it, man. It's reefer, man. All I got is a couple of joints, man. Cop stopped me. You got anything in the car? Yeah, a little reefer. How much? A couple of joints right here. You can have that. Take me to jail, motherfucker. I damn sure ain't gonna George Floyd.
Mm-hmm.
I damn sure ain't gonna argue with not going to jail. I damn sure ain't gonna argue about not going to jail.
Mm-hmm.
This is a little reefer right here, man. Well, sir, you got to get out of the car, all right? I done broke the law. Hey, I am high in heaven when I'm accountable on my thoughts. I knew when I left the house, I said, let me get my goddamn reefer. And you know what can happen. So when the cops stopped me, yeah, man, I got some reefer. Man, what is you so happy about telling? Hey, man, I had the reefer, sir. You know? Cop stopped me. He said, you know why I stopped you? I said, no, sir. He said, you was speeding 55 and a 35. What you got to say about that? I said, sir, you got the radar gun, smiling and everything. Goddamn, I can't provoke this nigga into anger.
Mm-hmm.
Man, I couldn't have been doing that. Nah, yes, you was. See, I don't even exist in that era of dropping low in hell, blaming. Because as soon as you drop low in hell and blame others for your actions, your facial expression changes.
Mm-hmm.
Your personality changes.
Mm-hmm.
And you change your personality and your life changes.
Mm-hmm.
How you doing, sir? What you got in the car? Little marijuana, just smoking, getting off work. Got to go home to the wife. Just wanted to get my head tight. See what I mean? That's a smile. That's telling the truth. Hey man, if I go to jail today, hey man, hey, I'm high and in heaven because I'm accountable for my thoughts. Well, cops stop you in the same situation. You don't want to be accountable for your thoughts. So your whole vibe changed. You done hid the reefer and sprayed some cologne in the car. He get to the car, he's choking off goddamn cologne.
Mm-hmm.
You already in blame mode. Sir, why you stop me? Whole different face.
Mm-hmm.
See, when you ready to blame and you're scared to go to jail, you go into please. But when you know what time it is, True Blue you, man, hey, man, I don't care if the world see me with a goddamn reefer charge, prostitution. I'm just saying. What we have to understand is that this is a war, and I want you to see this board. Take a picture of this board. Y'all remember when you was a kid? What was it? Tweety Bird, fucking Bug Bunny, any of that shit. The good angel be on the left ear, and the bad one be over here.
Mm-hmm.
And that motherfucker be wanting to do what he want to do, and they be like, hey, do that shit, man. Go ahead and do that shit. Nah, don't do that shit. So this what happened. You in the middle. The True Blue wants to make a decision. And the True Blue, guess what? He'll let y'all argue about that shit forever, because guess what? He going on to the next thought of what he want to do.
Mm-hmm.
Man, I want to go back to school. That's the argument that y'all having. True Blue up here thinking about his next fucking want and desire.
Mm-hmm. Woo.
So that's why motherfuckers be looking crazy and fucked up and old early. I want to go back to school. I want to do anything. This is the True Blue, you in the middle. Well, I must consort. Who's going to praise me? Who's going to fucking not praise me? Who's going to have something to say slick? Who this, that, and the other? Once I go over here and get this pink on me, even if I decide to go back to school, I still got to go talk to him. I'm a front somehow.
Mm-hmm.
See, no one fronts for their own goddamn self in the house.
Mm-hmm.
Don't nobody get up in the morning and put on a fucking Spanx. You understand?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
People walk around when all women, as soon as they get off work, they unbutton their fucking pants. Whew.
Yeah.
They got that little line around their pants on the top. That's when I like it. I know that pussy hot down in there. When she done been at work all day or something, and she had to undo a belt or pants, and she got the line and the imprint, I said, oh boy, I gotta get that pussy for that imprint, that line go away. If that line go away, it ain't no good. I'm just playing. But the point I'm making, you know how a woman had a line on.
I know.
But listen to what I'm saying, for real.
Okay.
For real. I got lost. No, I don't get lost. Where was I at? Were you listening?
Hot pussy print. Mine. Possess. Then you got to consult the people, and even after you consult the people, you still got to
consult the people.
Mm-hmm.
Don't consult the people. Nobody walks around the house with a Spanx on.
Yeah.
The reason you wear a Spanx, the reason you go outside as a representation with a Spanx on your body, misrepresenting how you look,
mm-hmm.
it's because how you think they view fatness.
Mm-hmm.
The reason this nigga go get a fucking Beijing beard and walk out of the house as a fucking old ass man with wrinkles in his neck, with jet black fucking hair and a jet black beard, he looks like this. That's his representation, Jesus, because his ego feels that his super ego think that gray hair is bad. He could walk out as an old man being his true self.
Yeah.
Or this woman who walk around the Spanx, if you just go outside and be your true self, somebody like that women.
Mm-hmm.
Somebody like super beat. Baby, I didn't even tell nobody. It's BBW. You don't Pornhub, you can look up BBW. But who here know about the S BBW, super BBW? Them be like almost 600-pound women. I be looking at them. I ain't gonna lie. I ain't gonna lie nobody.
You sound like
I ain't gonna lie to nobody. I'm telling the truth.
DJ CC.
I ain't gonna lie to nobody. We out here self-fucking made alopecia because we put this shit in our head because of how we think the world sees fucking short hair or natural hair.
Mm-hmm. Exactly.
Our face got craters in it because we don't like how our skin look.
Mm-hmm.
We don't like how our skin look. So we put that makeup and shit on our face and we walk around with our face beat.
Yeah.
Because how we think the world sees no makeup.
Mm-hmm.
Or how we think the world sees having makeup.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Girl, if my face beat, then this. Everything we do. I got on a new George Foreman shirt up this bitch today. Just for y'all. Because I'm teaching my class now.
Mm-hmm.
That goddamn black looks sweet, but that bitch George Foreman black, baby.
You fancy.
I don't even know if it's George Foreman. It just say George. I hope it's fucking George Foreman.
Oh,
if I've been giving that goddamn cracker that much money, you know, hey, it is what it is.
I think it's George Foreman.
This war that's going on does not have to exist. Do you know what happens? Every true thought you have or everything you see, you go straight to talking to these pink and yellow motherfuckers. You got to. You don't, though. But that's where your life is at. That's where your life is at. Hey, look, watch this. When I was in college, before I sit down, we had people that was taking 18 hours a semester. They came to college true blue. Watch this, Chris. You see people like that. They came to college true blue in their God mind, knowing who they was, and they was obsessed
with getting in that motherfucker and graduating and getting the fuck out of there. So they didn't care about the parties, the campus fucking, none of that shit. They took 8 o'clock classes, got up all day, worked, didn't take no student. They wanted to get the fuck out of there.
Mm-hmm.
They were obsessed with it. And they graduated and doing great in life. I get in this motherfucker, I want to know everything of how everything college goes. Man, fuck this class. Don't take no 8 o'clock class, dog. Don't take no class listening to everybody, and became an image of something that flunked the fuck out, had to go back. I wasn't obsessed, but you goddamn know I was depressed when I had flunked the fuck out and had to work at the printing company and owed some goddamn money. Motherfucker, you was just in college, man, having fun, playing football, rah. Fucking bitch, you in this bitch working 12 hours a day? Nigga, you goddamn right, my back hurting. I'm depressed, motherfucker.
Wow.
Because I shouldn't have did that shit.
Mm.
I should have went to college. My true me was saying, boy, you just happen to get out of fucking Warren County, do your work, do right, da-da-da-da-da. I won't think about going pro and no shit like that. But got up there and let them motherfuckers get in my head. Hey, it is what it is. But this war that's going on up here, it does not have to exist. All you got to do is do one thing. Look, make up your own goddamn mind.
Yeah.
Are you God of yourself? Can you think with your own mind? Who are you? What's your ID?
Mm-hmm.
Are you true blue?
Mm-hmm.
If you are, then just be obsessed.
Mm-hmm.
If you're obsessed with graduating, you don't go to no parties on the weekend. You don't try to make nobody think you nothing you not.
Mm-hmm.
Baby,
Man.
you was quiet the whole time.
Man, look at that board, y'all. Look at that board. Let me get my headphones on. Great lesson, Master Teacher. I love how you taking us through it. Again, take a picture if you haven't. Write it down, etch it in your mind. It's some things I thought about. I like when you said, when you were saying it's not happening by mistake. I mean, we are not victims in life. I always say that, like, we are not victims. People always be like, somebody made them do something. Somebody made them do something. You act like you can't tear away. No, wherever you are is where you want to be. However you got there is where you wanted to go. And however you exit there and leave there is when you decide you're ready to go. When you decide that you no longer want to be possessed, you'll get up, you'll change your representation. I thought about me when you said about hair and makeup. Like, I used to like wearing weave and makeup. I could do all of that stuff. And then I wanted to change the representation, my representation. And what I am now is the closest to my blue that I could get, that I'm, satisfied with. And I want to be able to, carry out this representation, whenever we live, whenever art we do, because that, I feel like that'll give young girls the opportunity to feel good about them being in their true self, because everybody is beating their face. Somebody said something good too on the timeline. This shit is crazy. They used to cover up with makeup after getting beat. And so they calling your face beat, and you got to put on so much makeup to cover up the natural features of your face. Like, it's crazy.
I think that came from a yammy term. I've seen them old women put on makeup and they be doing that.
Taking it on. Oh, okay.
And once you get that cake on there, you got to smooth that stuff. I think that's where they came up with it. But it's so funny, like he said, a woman would put on makeup to cover up a beating before she leave a man. Crystal, she wildin'. A woman will put on makeup to cover up a beating before she leave a man. And that's crazy to me.
I still say, though, you are where you want to be.
Oh yeah, of course.
Yeah,
of
right.
Course.
So, because see,
exactly
why stuff like that seem crazy though if it's not taking the conversation left, because when women go through stuff like that, they don't say what the thing is that makes them want to stay. Do you get what I'm saying? Like, they don't say the truth. Rather, it's just, I just love this man. Rather, I like when we fight, then we fuck. You know what I'm saying? I say I could depend on him, although we go into those things, because when it's still all said and done, and I'm not making light of anybody that's been in any abusive relationships, but from those domestic violence events, when a person has had enough, they've truly had enough, even if it took them a long time to get to that point.
Yeah, I mean, we just have to understand in accountability. Some people may stay in a situation for finances, sex,
it's a reason.
for fear of a life. You know, like the guy said that was like, yo, these women are so toxic and they doing all this stuff to me. I'm like, man, why are you staying with a woman that's doing all that unless if you got somewhere else to go?
Mm-hmm.
If you can go out and be a man and pay your own bills, or why are you doing that?
Yes.
So I put the link up. Mike, it's your job to come in and wrap the lesson up. Mike might be driving in the truck and might not be able to do it. If Mike can't do it, somebody come in and wrap today's lesson up.
But yeah, y'all give it up for the master teacher. Give him his hand claps, his soul pumps, his blue dots, his kisses. You know, let him know that his work is appreciated. Let him know you got it. It's on point. This topic was speaking exactly to you. If you want to add something else to the timeline about how this is a personal experience, share with your fellow blue buddies.
As every day we mention this, you can PayPal us at J Clock Products. Again, that's at J Clock Products. You can Zelle us at 919-292-5374. Again, 919-292-5374. And you can Cash App us at the Master Teacher. Like I said, I just want this to be a quick cup of coffee, man. I want this to be an hour. I want you to get in, get it. I want you to do something before class or something after class. Get you a routine going, because the routine is the beginning of the obsession.
Yes.
Starting the routine. It may be just a step a day. Before you know it, you're going to be obsessed with being outside. The routine is the beginning of the obsession.
Yes.
We got our man Terrence. We might have to feature Terrence as the daily come in guy.
I love it though.
Come in.
I love
Talk
it. Talk
to us, Steve. What you got?
Hey,
all right. I forgot put that speaker. All right. Stay true to your true blue. Stay connected with your feelings. Your feelings don't lie. They impulsive. Like, you can't fake your feeling. Like, your feeling gonna let you know when you faking, when you lying, when you being real. You know what I'm saying? When you scared, intimidated, all that. You know what I'm saying? And then you got to be accountable for them feelings.
Exactly.
And
I appreciate you, bro. Yeah, because he be like, I think he gonna elaborate. He just be like, what I got out of it was, you know, you got to hold on to your love. You got to hold on. Peace.
You get in there and get out.
Hold on to your love. You got to hold on.
But yeah, that's so true. That's so true. Is the way you feel is instinctual. So anything other than that, that's when the war is beginning. That's when you considering the pink and the Jesus like, but I'm gonna have to do this. So yeah, your first initial reaction is the one that you know is your true reaction.
My granddaddy used to tell me, and now wow, it just hit me. He said, your second thought from the devil, boy. Think about your second thought is from the goddamn devil. That first, say if you riding to buy some weed or pick your drugs up or to rob a bank, and some in you say, don't do it tonight. That second thought is
justification.
Boom.
Yeah.
Why should I do it?
Yeah.
That comes straight to that pink.
Yeah.
Well, if I do it, I'm gonna get this. I'm gonna get this. Then your yellow say, yeah, and if you sell that dope, you're gonna be able to get that new car and them new shoes and stuff. It's like it hits you. My granddad used to say, boy, that second thought from the devil.
Yeah.
That second thought. That second thought is the goddamn devil, Jack. That's that pink. And once you go pink, you got to go yellow. You got to.
You got to.
You just got to.
You got to.
Because once you decide to think against what your original thought was, your true blue still want to do what it want to do.
Yeah.
So you're gonna go out in front.
Yeah.
You're gonna go out in front
Exactly.
of it. Yeah.
Wow.
Family, we appreciate
Wow,
y'all,
wow,
man.
wow.
You got anything you want to say before we get out of here, Chris?
I mean, again, just great class. It never gets old to me. You know, if you've missed any classes, go back and look because they're all connected. And it really takes you step by step in your mind. Oh, I realized too. Oh, I want to remind people, these are solutions, right? He's giving us the solutions to work this shit out because we keep creating wars in our mind. The ultimate goal is to not create the war, to stay true blue. But because we living in this world and it's set up the way it's do, and we already have pre-existing relationships, and we can go back right away and know what areas we may have to perform exorcisms on. You have to have these ways to, these behavior modifications have to come until you have this automatic, so you live in your automatic responses of your blue. So yeah, great message.
Let me say something before we get out of here. When you possessed by a spirit, they perform an exorcism on you, and they call it exercising. So the first thing you can do is just exercise a little bit. I promise you'll feel better.
Yep.
I've been dead.
Look.
I've had shackles
What?
on my legs.
What?
I've been living.
Perfect for this message.
And I've had shackles on my legs. I've been living and I've been dead. I've had shackles on my legs. I've been living and I've been dead. I've had shackles on my legs.
Man.
We appreciate y'all. We see y'all tomorrow, fam. Y'all hold it in the road.
Yes.
Again, do something. Do something to satisfy yourself.